Hello, YouTube world. This is One Wordy Woman. You guys know me for my videos about Publish America. Well, one thing you don't know about me is that not only you probably already know that I suffer from bipolar schizoaffective disorder. Well, one of the things I use to cope with the symptoms of the illness is my talent as an artist. And I am going to be showing you guys what you can do with the Windows Paint program and a mouse. I don't have a drawing tablet, or what I guess you could call a grab tablet, because I don't have the money to get one, but I can do some pretty wicked damage with a mouse. I'm going to call these little videos mouse squeaks, because obviously they're done with a mouse. So, to begin, I'm going to turn the camera. Let me get it set up here. I have my little Windows Paint program pulled up here. And I know it's sideways because my desk is very, very small, so please overlook that. Okay, what I'm going to do first is I'm going to pick up the paint bucket and make sure I've got it on black. I'm going to turn the whole background black. It's 20 by 20 in dimension. It's a perfect square. Now what I'm going to do is I come in here with the line and I pick up the solid white and I come in, and I just had to get rid of my glasses because I can't see with them. Okay, I come in and I split the canvas in half, and then I split it in quarters. And there's a reason for that. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come up here, and on the Windows Paint program, up in the top corner, in the very corner, is a little thing that looks sort of like a little puddle. It's kind of misshapen. It's right by this little dotted square. If you click on that, watch what happens. Say I want to draw a heart. Okay, I drew the heart, but where did it go? Okay, I click on it, I hit clear selection, and there's my heart. Then I'm going to go up to edit, and I'm going to put undo, and it takes it out. If you make a mistake with a line, say I made a mistake like that, all I do is I just click over here, and it's gone, and I've got a clear screen again. Okay, I think, speaking of hearts, I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do a heart flower. But I'm going to do just one section at a time. And I'm just doing something fairly simple for right now. And each time I clear the selection. And see, I don't even have to go clear back down. As long as that line in the center is white. And now I'm going to come in here. And come with like a little crown. And it may not look like much at first, but you'll be amazed at how some of these can turn out. Now, I'm going to pick this up, and I'm going to bring this same logo like that. But once you see what you can do with this, and you don't have to be an artist to be able to do these. You can do just random shapes and just cut and paste them or wherever you want. Now, say I want a swirl coming off of here. I want a little swirl coming right off of there. And I want a little leaf coming off of it. And I clear that. And I want to do the same thing over here. Well, try that again, Homer. Okay, here we go. Now, as my grandmother would say, now I'm cooking with gas. Okay. Now we still got one little corner blank, so what I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put a spray of just little filler marks. There we go. Now, it doesn't really look like much yet. Now I'm going to come up here to the little square box, the little one that looks like an outline. And what that does is if you go right up here to the corner and come in just a little bit, just past the white line, and the same thing, go just almost up to that white line. And you'll go copy, move it down off of the thing off of the area to paste. Then you come down here and you'll go flip rotate, and you want to rotate it backwards. Now, see what happened? Bingo. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to do this same thing again, but this time we're going to come up here. If I can get it to line up. You got to have a really steady hand to do this, folks. And considering the fact my hands are shaking today, I'm surprised I'm doing it as well as I am. Okay, I just took in the whole area that we've got there. So we're going to go copy, come down here to a space outside of that area, go paste. Now, move it down a little so you can see what you're doing. Go flip rotate, and this time you want to do flip vertical. And you go, okay. Now, you come up here, and you come right like that. But on this one, we got a little bit of a problem, because what I need to do is take out just a tiny touch outside of that little line. I'll have to bring it up a little bit. When you come across something like that, what you do is you just come up and you come almost to that line. Then there's a little dot on here, a little blue dot. See how the arrow came? You just come up like that, just a tad, and boom, your line's gone. And that is how you make a tile. So, if you want to add color to it, we can go, say, let's try a bright green for the leaves. And you want your bucket fill. Of course, your scroll is a leaf. These are leaves. So you go, you always do one section at a time. And that's a leaf. You always try and do one thing at a time, because when you've got this many pieces, it's real easy to put a color in the wrong place. And even though you can go back and change it, it's still a pain. It's a hassle. Take my word for it. Okay, now, I want red. Say I want bright red for the flowers. And did you see how those colors jumped? That was because somewhere in that design, I've got a connection line that did not close. If you do not have the lines absolutely touching, whatever color you put in a section, it's going to bleed through to the next. Okay, so we're going to save this under, we're going to put save as, and these all save as JPEG. See, this is one that I did earlier. So we're going to call this one AD. Save. And since I want the black and white of that, that's going to be real easy to fix. I just go back in and put white for everything. because I want it to look like a block print. And block printing, the old-time art of block printing, is what these designs are based on. Each of these designs is based on the old-time wood block printing. And that's why I leave the edges kind of ragged, because back when the block prints were made, when they were cutting them, sometimes after a while the wood would swell and it'd get little spurs on it, and the edges would get kind of feathered instead of being sharp. And that's why I never try to clean up, like these little spurs here. I never try to clean them up, because they are supposed to look like old-time block prints. Okay, we're going to push Save As again. And this time we're going to call that one E. And I'm going to go ahead and see if I can pull up on the screen what that looks like on a large scale. Let me see if I can pull him up here. Okay. Got to save him first. I forgot about that. Okay. I'm going to have to open one of my folders to get at that one. Okay. Here's our little picture. We'll do a preview. There's the one we just made. He turned out pretty, didn't he? Okay, and let me see if I can go back and get... These are the ones that I've done just in the last... These don't take very long, as you can tell, but these are the ones that I've done just in the last little bit. This was the first one I done, just playing around. Hang on just a minute. And this is the one of the color versions of that one. That's a blue one. There's the color one we just did, and there's the black and white. And that ends this lesson for mouse squeaks. I wish you all a heaven blessed day, and this is One Wordy Woman out.